What's up guys, it's Ike, back with another Borderlands 2 tutorial. Today I'm going to show you how to solo Pyrocaustic Pete the Invincible with melee base Zer0. Here is some of my recommended equipment. The first weapon that you will need is the Rapier. This weapon is very useful with Zer0's melee build because it has 200% melee damage. The next weapon you will need is the Evisceration Ruby with the Slag element. This weapon will heal you, it will slag Pete, and it will give you plus 50% to melee damage. The shield we will be using is the Inflammable Hide of Terramorphous. We will be using it for the extra roid damage, and because it grants immunity to fire damage. The grenade that we'll be using is the Stormfront. I would recommend the Longbow Stormfront, but other prefixes will work as well. The fuse time should be as close to 0 as you can possibly get it. The reason we'll be using this grenade is it will heal us when we are holding the ruby. The class mod we'll be using is the Shadow Ninja class mod. We'll use it for its extra melee damage and for its plus 6 into the backstab skill. The relic that we'll be using is the Bone of the Ancients. It doesn't really matter what element it is, you just want it for the extra cooldown rate. Okay, so let's get into the fight. Once Pete drops down onto the ground, you can shoot him with your ruby. Once he's slagged, you can go into deception mode. When you're in deception mode, you can throw your kunai at him and circle around behind him. Once directly behind him, you can throw your Stormfront grenade at the ground. Once the grenade goes off, your shield will go down to 0. This will allow you to take advantage of that extra roid damage. Next, you can switch to the Rapier. Wait until your deception clock is almost at 0, and you can do your lunge attack at him. You can hit him 1 to 2 more times after the first initial lunge attack, but once he turns around, you're going to want to switch back to the ruby. Once Pete does his Nova attack, you will constantly be damaged by fire or corrosion. While Pete is doing his Nova attack, he is completely vulnerable to melee attacks. You can continuously attack him until he is done with the blast. Once Pete is done with his Nova attack, you will continually take damage from either fire or corrosion. This will make it so your shield will never recharge. Now, since you don't need to lower your shield anymore, you can throw your Stormfront grenades directly at Pete. When you're not in deception mode, continuously shoot Pete with the ruby. This will keep him slagged and it will keep your health up. The Stormfront grenades will also help with health regeneration. Now all you have to do is just continue this strategy until Pete is dead. Here are my weapons and my build. Also, if you have a build that you like better, that's fine, but if you don't, this one will work. Thanks for watching. Feel free to rate, comment, and subscribe. Also, I'm open to suggestions for future videos, but until then, we'll see you guys later.